Guys, it's July 1st. Yesterday was June 30th. Everyone was so excited about KRC20 smart contracts coming to Kaspa. Meme coins, guys. Meme coins were going to be rich. Quit the job, retire, baby. We're loaded. But that didn't happen. That did not happen. Instead, a lot of FUD came out regarding Kaspa. People were trying to send transactions instead of looking at their transaction being executed instantly for a fraction of a penny. That did not happen. People were waiting hours for transactions to come through. I know it caused a little bit of concern for me personally. Well, guys, I've spent all night doing a lot of research on what really happened, and this will be a fairly long video, and we're going to go into a lot of information, but I'm going to try to break it down to you all what I believe to the best of my knowledge happened with this entire incident and why I am still extremely bullish on Kaspa. So in this video, guys, we're going to get over what happened on June 30th, 2024 with the launch of KRC20s. How did the Kaspa mainnet hold up? What did the volume look like? And where is Kaspa going? As well as we're getting to the price action, guys. But first, I want to welcome you back to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. But if you are not subscribed, please pause the video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. Now let's get into it, guys. So before we start, it's really important to understand what all these different entities are that go together to really make this all happen. So this is Kaspa, the mainnet, guys, the fastest open source, decentralized, fully scalable layer one in the world. I just want to start off by saying that the mainnet worked flawlessly throughout this entire thing. But there was one thing introduced through KIP9 that did kind of cause a slight hiccup and everything. But with that being said, everything worked as intended. So then there's Casplex. These are the people that's been working really hard to bring us KRC20s. And I know a lot of people are giving them a hard time right now. It's a big deal with the things that went on with KRC20 yesterday. But this is key to really making Kaspa be top 3 in cryptocurrencies, like I truly believe. I truly believe it's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Kaspa. At the end of this cycle, I truly, truly believe that if the Kaspa community can get all of this together, which they've got some of the greatest minds in the world. So I truly, truly believe that. So then number 3 comes into all the different wallets that were built to really be able to introduce and accept KRC20 meme coins, because that's what we all want, right? You want to get rich off of degen meme coins. And at the end of the day, the degens crash the network. No, honestly, I shouldn't have said that. They didn't crash the network. The main network perfectly fine. I was just joking. But let's get into what really happened, ladies and gentlemen. So just starting off, let's really read into this, okay? So the network of Kaspa open beta, okay, remember guys, this is a beta, caused a spike in legitimate network usage, resulting in a natural load, okay? So what happened is that the network got so busy, okay, that it couldn't process transactions. So although you might have been trying to send Kaspa from your Tangem or swap for Kaspa or swap out of Kaspa because you're dummy, you know, that's what happened with the transaction. So as it says, as with any period of unusual load, fees determine priority. Users with urgent transactions can raise their fees and enjoy normal, fast operation. So that's one thing right here, guys, is that and this is just the very base of it. We're going to get deeper into really, really what caused these fees to go so high. But whenever it comes to transactions, okay, if you've ever used Ethereum, you have like low, medium, and high priority. So if you want it to go instant, you pay more money, okay? Well, things like Tangem and a lot of these decentralized exchanges don't have any priority setting metric, okay? And so whenever it comes time for someone to do a transaction, it's the same 0.001 CAS fee that normally always went when there was just a few thousand transactions an hour. But when we had this large amount of volume come through, guys, that actually competes with Ethereum that we will get into in a little bit, it caused a big delay. So when there was mechanisms to increase fees like DGen, meme coin people, and guys, I love meme coins too. Okay, I love printing money out of thin air, but that is what caused it when people do a lot of fees and increase that volume. But when you can't increase the rate you're doing to transfer your cash, you get set at the bus stop while the bus passes you. Okay, and so let's kind of look at this a little more. Okay, this person saying that the devs at Casware didn't quite nail the solution for minting, both in terms of software and logistics. Okay, so obviously it was an overload on the fee structure. Okay, so what happened was that there is a whole bunch of small fees incorporated. So as you can see here, for some reason, instead of just broadcasting a prepared transaction through a node into the network, their wallet first makes a call to the Casware server. This could be related to an additional fee for minting set at 0.1 CAS as stated in their wallet. So now we're going to the Casware wallet. Okay, guys. So we have the Kaspa mainnet, you have Casplex, and now you have the Casware wallet, guys. And so what this did, this made the dust attack prevention mechanism that was implemented in KRC-20 come into effect. Okay, so what is dusting? Okay, we're going to get into that in just a second. So just think about it. There was a lot of these 0.1 CAS transactions coming through. Okay, and so when we look at what is crypto dusting attack, guys, if you've ever looked and you looked at your wallet and you said, oh my gosh, somebody was so gracious, they gave me 12 cents of random shit coin, and I try not to cuss on here, guys, but okay. So what that is, a crypto dusting attack involves sending small quantities of cryptocurrency known as dust to numerous wallet addresses to track them and make them no longer anonymous, right? Okay, dusting attacks can be used for various purposes: criminal, government, network stress test, okay? And so there's a lot of bad things that could be done for dusting, okay? But basically, when there were all these attacks going on, or what seemed like attacks to the network, because 0.1 CAS, 0.1 CAS, 0.1 CAS, 0.1 CAS, to remind you all, everyone was waiting for this. Everyone was saying, hey, I'm launching my project right on June 30th when the beta is open, when we can actually get started, guys. Run to the races. Woo! Let's do it. So there was so many 0.1 CAS, 0.1 CAS, 0.1 CAS, 0.1 CAS. And as you can see here, it's a combination of Casplex's poor coding, Kaspa dust attack prevention feature, and the hype over KRC-20. The minting looks like a dust attack to nodes, so inflates the transaction size and therefore fee. So that takes us right back to that fee mechanism. And I bet the only person that liked those high fees were the miners, guys. They're getting ready to party. And we're going to look at that in a second, how much money they were making, guys. So let's break this down. We had a lot of surge. Everyone to get meme coins, whether that's Gold, Casper the Ghost, just any of them, okay? People wanted these meme coins, all right? There's a dust attack prevention mechanism within Kaspa with KRC-20 that essentially makes it, if there's a whole bunch of dust attacks going on, sending, 5 cents here, 5 cents there for fractions on the penny, what are we going to do, Kaspa? How are we going to prevent this? Okay, we're going to raise the fees, okay? So now what happens? Okay, they raise the fees, and normal people doing dust attack, if they're having to pay $7 a transaction, $8 a transaction, they say, hey, this is way too expensive. I cannot carry on with this dusting attack. But what do degens do? Send it, send it, send it. They don't care. There was a 2,000 CAS fee paid to a miner, guys, for this. So that is what happened. So there was a point last night where I was worried about it. Before I'd done the research, before I knew about this dusting prevention mechanism that was kind of, brought into account yesterday, I was a little worried about the Kaspa mainnet. Thing is that this fastest open source, decentralized, fully scalable layer one in the world is exactly that. It is still fully scalable, guys, and it is 100% online. The mainnet has not came online, guys. This is Kaspa. This is not Solana, okay? And when we take a look at this, okay, I've got all these charts down to the 1 week time frame just because it's better visual for us. But when we look at the accepted transaction counts, you could see if we're looking at 35,000, 38,000, yesterday 1.13 million accepted transactions, guys. Kaspa, welcome to the big leagues. Seriously, when we take a look at this, Ethereum processes over 1 million transactions a day. Okay. So let's say 1.27 million transactions a day. And Kaspa did that yesterday, guys, on the first day of launch. Okay. Guys, we've got to understand, we've got to be patient. This is a open source decentralized platform. Okay. Kaspa is with other entities. Casplex been doing a lot of work. Cashware Wallet, all these people did a lot of work to make this happen. And at the end of the day, guys, with everything in life, we're all human. We have the best intent and we try to make the best product. No matter if that's mowing your lawn, if you're trying to be a good husband, or if you're trying to get the best cryptocurrency in the world to be as scalable as possible. Stuff happens. We are human. We have to have grace, guys. We have to have grace. Nobody lost a lot of money. Nothing bad happened. It's just a slight hiccup that they can easily fix. They're going to easily be able to fix this with fee structure of wallets and other mechanisms. But the biggest thing to think about is that the Kaspa mainnet did not go offline, guys. This did not crash the network. Everything is working fine, and it rivaled Ethereum with transactions. That is amazing. That makes me more bullish than anything on Kaspa right now, guys. And there's going to be FUD around Kaspa, and we're going to dig into the price of Kaspa here in a little bit. But I hope the FUD comes, guys. If somehow we could see that 15-cent Kaspa again, guys, it was so nice buying it in single-digit pennies and then buying it at 10 cents. I remember the first Kaspa I bought. I mean, I was buying it for a long time, but the first time I bought it over 10 cents, I was like, oh my gosh, am I buying the top? Now, yesterday, I was like, I don't have enough Kaspa. I don't think I will ever personally have enough Kaspa, guys. So when we look at Kaspa to BTC, it's something like the ratio is 1,700 Kas is equivalent to 1 BTC. When you look at the ratio of supply, it's something like that, maybe 1,300, but it's definitely a good amount, guys. And so, I just want as much as it is possible because I truly, truly believe Kaspa is life-changing. But remember, guys, I'm just got slightly a degen, so do not take what I say as financial advice. But look at this maximum number of transactions by an accepting block. Okay. Yesterday, there was 693 transactions per second. Remember, right now we're at 1 block per second. And in a little bit, we're going to look into what it'll mean when we're fully on Rust and it is 10 blocks per second. We're going to look into that, guys. But 693 transactions per second, guys. That is amazing. But now I want to look into why am I bullish on Kaspa on the long term, okay? Why do I think this is such a good project? And look at this. Look at this. I've got some really good data for us, okay? When we take a look, as of like yesterday, 65%, 66% of the circulating supply has not moved in 3 months. When we look at 6 months, 44% of the supply has not moved in the last 6 months. Now, when we go back a year, okay, 20% of the supply hasn't moved, okay, in a year. And when we go back 2 years, okay, 5% of the supply hasn't moved. So why is this good? Why is this good for the long-term growth of Kaspa? So when we look at this, the price back here was very, very low, 5 cents, okay? So what I'm trying to say, guys, is that the people that bought 0.0002, before a penny, the majority of them have sold out. There's not a lot of people holding that big, big bag, guys, ready to dump. It's not there. So it's a very healthy people that hold this, anything over 5, 6, 7 cents. So they might be sitting on a 3 or 4x right now, but the majority of people have purchased after the 10 cent mark. And I know there's some whales out there that's been mining really early that purchased this very early. And I've got a friend that is one. But the point of the matter is that there is not that big people holding that are ready to dump, waiting on a quarter, waiting on $1, and this is kind of cyclical. This will cycle over. Whenever we hit $1, we're going to want to look back. Okay, how many people have owned since 50 cents? And when we hit $5, we're going to say, how many people have bought after $1? This is all good data that we should be looking at as far as how much in profit the people who hold the token are. And that's with any project, guys. But when we look at the largest fee paid in CAS, okay, traditionally over these few days, it was 1 CAS was a fee. Okay, 10 CAS was a fee. Oh my gosh, 100 CAS for a fee on June 27th. That's outrageous. Boom. Yesterday, 2,000 CAS was paid for a fee. And think about it. When you're getting meme coins, okay, so what is 2,000 cash right now? About $340? $400? Let's just call it $400, okay? But if you think you're getting the next dog with hat, who cares? If you're getting the next meme coin, you're going to retire your grandmama. Who cares? So these people don't care. They just kept pushing the fee higher, pushing the fee higher. The mechanisms within KIP9 worked. The dust prevention protocol worked. It just thought all these meme tokens were dust attacks, guys. So I'm really hoping, I know this is long, but I'm really hoping that some of this is bringing clarity to you all about what really happened yesterday with all of these problems. So how are blocks per second in Rust going to help this? And will they? So when we look, we're currently at 95, 96% on Rust nodes and only 5% on Go nodes. Okay. And so let's really take a look at this. I kind of want to explain this to you. And I think it's really good just reading from the horse's mouth. So blocks per second measures the number of blocks added to a blockchain in a given second, right? We get that. A commonly used metric, okay? Transactions per second is the number of transactions a blockchain can process in 1 second, okay? We get that, okay? Blocks per second is often seen as the better metric as blocks are the fundamental unit in a blockchain. A higher block per second value indicates that the blockchain is able to commit transactions more frequently. Therefore, a higher block per second is seen as a sign of a more efficient and secure network. So here's an analogy, and I thought it was good. If we say blocks per second stands for books per second, this measures how fast a librarian can add books to the library. The pages in the book would be the transactions. The transactions per second could change by how many pages are in the book or how fast the books are added to the library. Also, the quicker the books can be added, the faster the books can be found on the shelf, confirming the books have been added, confirming both the pages/transactions and books/blocks. A page in this case cannot be confirmed without being inside the book. So transactions cannot be confirmed without block confirmation, at least since Nakamoto consensus, guys. So blocks per second, they feature more than transactions per second, but also increasing the transactions per second will be critical when it comes to the longevity of the Kaspa ecosystem, because with the halving rewards so fast, with Kaspa being fully mined in just 10 more years or less than that, unlike Bitcoin, there will no longer be rewards in Kaspa for getting blocks. It will just be fee related, guys. So paying a little bit more fees is important, and also cutting costs down. So the more blocks you have, the cheaper it will be for miners to participate, especially solo miners. It actually says that right here. Blocks per second, transactions per second are both crucial for decentralization, decreasing the entry barrier for both pool and solo mining, each helping in its own way, guys. And I really recommend y'all going to watch all of this. But when we look at how Kaspa's doing, guys, if we just take a look-see right here, long term, what I'm wanting to see, we hit this trend line until this is proven wrong. Otherwise, I'm going to follow it. So here we are. We had a pullback. We hit 20 cents dang near, and now we're currently sitting at 18 cents. What we're wanting to see here, guys, is something that looks like this. We want to see a break above this trend line and then like a couple tests from that trend line, and then keep doing our thing until we go off to the moon. And number 3 in overall cryptocurrencies. So when we take a look at the power law, okay, Bitcoin and Kaspa, the only 2 cryptocurrencies that follow the power law, guys, even sitting at 20 cents, we're still undervalued. You can look at this right here is 35 cents, right above that yellow line, guys. And where would that take us? 35 cents is right up here. So I think very soon the entire market's going to take off. I really do. And I expect to see a big jump back down. But over the next few days, we may see some FUD with Kaspa. We're already starting to see it. If we come down to the smaller time frame, let's just call it an hour time frame, guys. If we really come over here, take a look at this, you can see that yesterday, this was right when the first KRC-20s was launching and they were having problems. Boom. Sold down to 17 cents. I almost bought some more there. But I didn't. Okay. But now we're back down here, guys, to 18 cents. We will see where we go. But I know if it does get to the 15-cent range, I'm buying more. I'm buying more. When we look at overall market cap, it's still past the internet computer by about $600 million, which is very healthy, just considering a few days ago or a week ago, it was a few $100 million under the internet computer. It's fell away a little bit from Pepe. They were just like $100 million apart yesterday. There has been some sell-off with Kaspa, but when we look, it's still up 20% over the last 7 days and 0.05% in the last hour, guys. But I know this was a long video. I do, but I wanted to give you all the research I did all night. I was really worried about this, guys. I've became a little bit of a Kaspa maxi. I love Kaspa. I really, truly do think it's the best thing since Bitcoin. I truly think that Bitcoin was the Kaspa testnet, and I truly believe that this team has made this cryptocurrency for the right reasons and that it will change the world. I believe that smart contracts coming on to Kaspa with real-world assets and everything associated with that will change the world as we know it. Being so cheap, decentralized, and scalable, guys, that is what I'm here for. Meme coins are fun, guys, granted. I love meme coins just as much as the next DJ pointing at you, but that's not what I'm here for long term, guys. One day we're going to wake up and meme coins are going to be worthless. All the millions and millions and billions of dollars in meme coins are going to be nothing, but these good projects will last. I can guarantee that. And when we can implement real world assets and real world tangible things that really help humanity and the world as we know it on chain, that's what I'm here for, guys. And I truly believe Kaspa will work with the third parties, whether that's Casplex or these wallets, and get this all figured out, guys. And I would not recommend trying to remove the dust prevention part. But guys, thank you all for watching. Leave comments. Let me know what you think about it. If you were scared, worried, fudding Kaspa, I hope this brought a little bit of clarity to you and kind of gave you a little bit of peace, guys. And if you're not subscribed, join the Freeman F Finance family. I would love to have you. Thank you all.